Hello, everybody. It's wee Paddy from across the shuck, and it's a excited day. Paddy has just had through the door this minute an Fh51, a Ganzo in grey, and I'm really excited. I just love getting the new Ganzo through the door, really do. And this one I'm looking forward to because it's supposed to be smaller than most Ganzos. Not all, but most. So this is just going to be a quick overview of what it's like because I haven't looked at it yet myself. I just want to convey my excitement through my voice, hopefully. So really looking forward to this one. I'm just going to get straight in. We'll do a quick little measure and see what size it is, what weight it is, and then I'm going to go and test it for a couple of weeks before I come back. So it's a Ganzo F51. All nicely packaged. If you've never had a Ganzo, here you're going to see what it's like. For a budget knife, again, this knife was about £22 or something. Something like that, I can't remember. I got it on AliExpress. So, it comes with a lovely little silk pouch, which is ideal for doing your glasses. Never throw these away. The inside of them is lovely. Open them up and use them for glasses. There we go. And a wee silicone thing for damp, and then inside a lovely bag. Gosh, when you think what Ganzo used to be like and what they are now, oh mommy, wow, look at that G10 even. Isn't that lovely? Backspacer, that looks like is it aluminium or is it G10? I think it's G10 too. It is just lovely. Deep pocket carry clip, which they're doing on all their knives, which I love. They're maybe not the most comfortable, but they are nice. But it's small, isn't it? What's it like closed? What size is it? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, just over 4 inches closed, just over it. So we've got a knife that's going to come in, you know, fairly close to my favourite, 7 inches. Oh gosh, isn't that so nicely done? It really is. They've improved this. If I can show you, this is the Fh20 one I'm just bringing out now. They made this too thin, in my opinion. So when you were putting pressure on it, was just, now it wasn't awkward, but this is the size comparison. Oh, she's a bit small. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's quite a lot in a medium-sized knife. Really like that backspacer in it. That's definitely nicer. A real improvement. Thumb stud has a bit of jimping on it. Pivot looks lovely. Got a Torx on both sides, so it'll not spin away from you. And there's only two screws here holding the backspacer in, so it'll be very simple for disassembly, obviously because it's a flipper as well. Oh, here's the bit now. Please be Ganzo good. It's on bearings. That wasn't particularly snappy. Oh, I could. That was a lot of effort to do that. I just wanted to see what that was like. Yeah, it doesn't come shooting out, but it definitely comes out all right. The push button, you'll get a much better... Look at that. Isn't that a blade? Lovely swedge on top with that sort of dished harpoon look to get your thumb. Oh, and it's got the forward choil again. Oh man, they have done that so well. What a way, what a beautiful, absolutely lovely. I'm holding that quite tight because I want to make sure I'm not going to cut myself. If you had big fat fingers, you know, I think you might have to just extend the choil a wee bit. But, you know, I've got, medium sort of hands. And that's perfect in there. It's not cutting me at all. Absolutely beautiful. It's bent. There you go. It's bent. It'll reach the end of it. I love this colour, actually. They call it grey, but it is a bluish grey. Isn't that just gorgeous? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let me get this back. It's about 7 1/4. 7 1/4, perfect length, just perfect. I love it. A wee size comparison. This is the 21. Just you see that small difference that makes in comparison. It makes about 1/2 inch of difference in the two knives. That's 7 3/4. Again, perfect size, love it. But this, well, excuse me, it's just a completely different knife with that pointed blade. Here's another one that looks very similar too. This is the Fh51. Much bigger knife, but is there similarities? Well, not really. I thought it looked like that a bit, but it doesn't really. It just looks like itself. What a nice thing to do, just look like yourself. But I am over the moon. In hand, that pocket clip disappears, which, you know, it doesn't in all their knives, but that one I'm not finding it uncomfortable at all. But I think a lot is to do with this fattening and maybe shortening of this gap for your lanyard hole. I think that has made such a difference. Ganzo are now starting to think of things, and they'll hear people saying, you know, these are very thick, harsh. There's no give in them. There's spring in them, but they are thick enough that up here there isn't any give really. It either sticks in you or it doesn't. But my goodness, that is jimping perfect for that hold or that hold back there. I can still get all four on it. Jimping perfect, but look at that. You can get right up there into the middle of the cutting area if you want to do little fine bits. Just stunning. Well done, Ganzo. Absolutely. Look, so we'll just wait and see what weight it is, and then I'm not going to keep you much longer, to be honest. I just want to use it. It's going straight into today's EDC was the 21, so it's going out and that's going in. What am I doing? On, right. Let's just see what she is. Now, grams. She weighs 34 grams. Can't be 34 grams. 81 grams. I don't know what was happening there. Right, grams. And we will go to ounces. 2.8 ounces. Well done, Ganzo. Well done, Ganzo. The only thing that I'm thinking now, it is quite a soft flipper. I'm using the light switch message, but look, I'm not a tactile person, but look at that for a blade. That is a real blade you can get worked on. What's the edge like on it? The edge is thin, but it's not delicate thin, if you know what I mean. It is a thin edge, but it's by no means delicate. This swedge gives it that extra bit of strength right down till about here. The swedge is going right down to the end there, top of my fingernail there. Just beautiful. I'll try and just give it a wee quick measure here, what it's like, what the blade stock is, because it looks, I'm trying to see, does it look thinner? No, it looks about the same as what normal Ganzo does. See, there's the 21 blade. Look at the difference of the tip on the 21. This is just giving you another, look how thin they have that down. Isn't that really lovely? They're bringing out new designs, but they're also complementing what they have out there. So they're giving you, rather than just throwing about an eighth, yep, it's just over 3 millimeters an eighth. Nice blade stock, absolutely lovely. I am over the moon with it, over the moon. So this is in D2. Yep. Sorry, I have this a wee bit of oil on this blade here. Let's see if I can take that off for you. There you go. It's in D2 and it's the Fh51. I have the Fh41 on order, but I can tell you as of just about this moment, I think this is my, is it my favourite? I don't know. The detent is maybe not great, but it's a free dropper. The bearings they're using is definitely, look at that. That's such a light knife, 2.8, and it drops like that. Absolutely lovely. This is a great everyday carry. for light clothing. I mean, this is down, it's just a wee bit heavier than delicate, and you've got G10 handles, D2 blade steel. You know, really, really is going to challenge quite a few knives. I mean, to me, this is the cheap version of a BM. What would that be? That's nearly like a cheaper. Well, no, because the blade shape's completely different. I'll have a look. I'll have a think. What else? But a lovely knife. In fact, it is just its own at the minute. I can't think of anything that's sort of giving me a vibe that it's like to. But I love this G10. I love that more than I do. I like that on that there, but this isn't as shiny. It's more matte, and its texture is much the same. But I much prefer just plain rather than these lines through it. Just loving it. Loving it. Well, there you go, folks. The Fh51 has hit town. Absolute winner. In my view, an absolute winner. A real joy. A real joy. It's lovely in hand. This is my wheelhouse. This is mine. Delicate and perfect. There we go. Right, I'm away, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I'll give you a review in a couple of weeks once I've played with it and had a look. Take care. All the best. Bye now.